with a history dating back to 3000 BC. Izmir is a city worth knowing and recognizing. From the time it emerged as a settlement in 800 BC, Izmir had already begun to show itself as a settlement with urban criteria in today's Bayraklık. At the point where the Gulf it gives its name to reaches the land, it was recognized as one of the earliest grid-planned cities of the ancient Aegean world, i.e., a city with a regular geometric plan in which the streets cut each other perpendicularly. Ancient Izmir was a city-state with temples, a harbor conducive to maritime trade, defense facilities, and administrative features. It was subjected to attacks, lost its urban characteristics, and became a village again, but managed to revitalize. It was rebuilt on the slopes of the hill, where the Velvet Castle stood, this time in a different but not distant place. It knew various civilizations and was known as one of the distinguished cities of the Roman world. It was one of the religious centers of the Byzantine Empire and was endowed with privileges considered at the level of its capital. Finally, after the period of the Turkish principalities, it became a coastal city of the Ottoman Empire, the world state of the time. From a small town, it became one of the most important port cities of the Mediterranean world, as a result of the conditions of the period and the opportunities provided by its location. From the beginning of the 17th century, it became the gateway of the Ottoman Empire to the world. Its commercial buildings and inns alone covered an area equivalent to the size of an entire city. They lived in their own neighborhoods in the city and traded by taking advantage of the privileges granted by the Ottoman Empire. The merchant colonies of the British, French, Venetian, Dutch, etc. were located there. The bay was dominated by the sight of ships coming and going, unloading and loading goods. In the 19th century, European travelers to Izmir called the Halkapinar Spring and Lake Diana baths, and it is known that it was a place where the worship of the mother goddess was repeated. Hence, the name Smyrna, Izmir, may refer to the mother goddess source, lake, or at least the mother goddess. Sacredit is thought to be related to their main meaning, Halkapinar Spring and the water formed by this spring. The area around the lake has remained a place of pilgrimage throughout the city's long history. Ottoman during the empire, it was an area preferred by the people of Izmir as a place of recreation and entertainment. Evliya Çelebi, known for his famous travel book, is known to have visited Izmir in the mid-17th century. Evliya Çelebi vividly describes Halkapinar, which he passed on his way into Izmir, and states that he saw the people of Izmir having fun in this area. Halkapinar Spring started to be used for Izmir's drinking water needs in the late Ottoman Empire. For this reason, the pond, whose water source was cut off, dried up, and was later filled. The location of the Halkapinar Pond corresponds approximately to today's Ataturk Stadium and its surroundings. It is unfortunate for Izmir that this natural and historical heritage, from which the city takes its name, has not survived. The transformation of Smyrna into Izmir represents the transition from the cultural structure of our city, which started from the foundation periods and continued during the Ionian, Roman, and Byzantine periods, to the Ottoman cultural environment. Izmir and its surroundings, which met the Turks from the last quarter of the 11th century after Christ, remained under Turkish rule from time to time until the 15th century after Christ. The transformation of Smyrna into Izmir, which began during this process, would be completed in 1426 when the city came under Ottoman rule. Thank you for taking your valuable time to listen and watch. You can support us by subscribing to our channel and be instantly informed about all shares. Stay in good health.